347 RES Roamer by Open Range here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. I want to mention a couple things right up front. There are going to be some options and upgrades such as the strong arm stabilizer bars that you see down here on the stabilizer jacks. Those are, like I mentioned, optional. Not every single 347 you will ever see or that we will carry will be equipped exactly like this. You may see different fabrics in our photo tour than what you see here, so just keep in mind we're a large volume dealership. We don't necessarily record every single trailer that comes in. So, now that that's out of the way, why would you invest your money in an Open Range? Why a Roamer? Why this model? That's kind of what I want to hit on in this video, because there sure are a lot of fifth wheels out there, and they're all really good at different things, and that's kind of the thing I think a lot of people forget about. In this class, there's really nothing else like it. That's kind of the whole thing with an Open Range. You're either going to really like them or not. There's no in between. It's kind of difficult to get a feel for scope and scale in a video, and that's why I left something like, you know, your crank handles in here so you can see how huge this front storage compartment is, and it is very large. Now, something to mention on any Open Range, and I mean any of them, they are all 0 degree tested and 100 degree tested. So if you're looking for a cold weather camper or a hot weather camper, this does both, and it does both very well. The slide out propane tanks here are something I really like on your Open Ranges. It makes getting to your propane storage very, very easy by comparison. And notice that all of your baggage doors have these easier just slam latches. You know, they're a lot easier to manage. And did you notice that that baggage door opened all the way up? It didn't have struts that get in your way. It didn't have any of that stuff to worry about. Unique features on every Open Range include the wide body design. Most fifth wheels are 8 foot wide. This is 100 inches wide. That's 2 inches larger. Now your living room slides, your main living room slides are 42 inches in an Open Range versus 36. So that means that when this RV is open, this particular floor plan is at least 10 inches bigger than anything else. Not to mention taller, wider, you know, it makes a big difference. All that space is really going to open it up inside, and you'll see what I mean when we get in there. Another thing to mention, which is, you know, with very few exceptions, is this matched, or unmatched rather. Open Ranges all have 2-year bumper to hitch warranties, and where they are unmatched is that theirs are transferable. They have so much confidence in their product that they believe, you know, second owner can have the same warranty as the first. If you look around in here, pardon my red battery box, that's going to give us some power in here, but I wanted to point out we have 2 battery setups here, and there is a disconnect switch in the belly area, the basement area. That's really nice. Just have that extra power capacity, you know, in case the park loses power, you need to run some lights, things like that. Now on this side of the coach, notice that the handles are on top. This door is going to open down so that you don't have to duck under it to get here, because this slide out, if this door opened up, this slide out would be in the way. Now you don't got to worry about it. This has a fully privatized docking station. So you can run your water hose and everything right up through here. You can, your black and gray tank, your valves, your gate valves and whatnot for your sewer system, they're fully enclosed, insulated, forced air heated. This has the best water heater out there. This has the 10-gallon gas electric auto ignition water heater. If you're familiar with RVs, you're probably saying, well, wait a minute, isn't there a 12-gallon water heater? Yeah, there definitely is. It doesn't recharge any more per hour than the 10-gallon. It's larger to the point that it becomes less efficient. A couple things to point out, when you start shopping fifth wheels, you look at these smooth skin fifth wheels and you walk up the sidewall and, yeah, okay, they're laminated nice and solid. Walk over to the slide wall and push on them. Half of them, more than half, you can wobble the whole sidewall. It's not laminated. That means it's not structural. It's not insulated. Open Ranges are built. They're built well. They're built for long-term ownership, built to perform. This is another indicator of that. They don't use that rubber screw trim. When that screw trim gets exposed to water, it'll expand, or heat, or rather light, you know, sun. It'll expand and shrink. Well, eventually it's just going to fail. This is aluminum. This is never going to fail. This is always going to look exactly like it looks today. Kind of like the roof. This has a rubberized PVC roof membrane, which is designed so that it never has to be treated. Now, I'm not telling you you never have to worry about seals. Seals are different from the roof membrane, and that's something everyone gets mixed up. The rear ladder on the back, did you notice that was removable? So that when you need to get up there, you can. When you don't need it, store it in that huge front basement, and you still have access to your fully walkable roofing. Fully enclosed, heated, forced air heated, insulated underbelly. I think I mentioned that. Look at the wheels down here. First of all, larger tires. Secondly, nice aluminum wheels. And if I can get the camera to peek in there, you can see that yellow widget. That is an Equiflex suspension system. It's a rubberized shock dampening system. Long story short, what that's designed to do is to help absorb the jumps and jolts on the road so that they don't get translated first into the body of your coach. Because when the coach absorbs shocks, that's where you get the walls want to wiggle, and that's where you get things like window and roof leaks. It's because the thing didn't hold square. Now, the other thing it does is it keeps the truck from jumping and jolting back and forth. Also, before I hopped inside, a couple things here. 4 entry steps, not 3. Easier to get in and out. And look at the size of the window in just the door. You know, I've seen a lot of manufacturers have stopped putting windows in doors. And now, also notice, you see how black these windows are. You can't really see through them unless your nose is right against the window pane. But you can see out. So you have interior privacy, you still get light, and you know, you can still see out of your camper. Now, I left all the lights off specifically because I want to show you that every single open range, just walk in, light switch. That's it. They use very good, high quality LED lights in these RVs, and you can see the difference it makes. And just like your house, you walk in, you have a light switch right when you walk in. You don't want to walk through and flip switches, you know, through your house. You just walk in and flip the switch. You're done. This is a rear rear entertainment model back here with 2 living room super slides. Now, remember, this slide over here is 42 inches deep, not 36. You see how much extra space is in front of these chairs? We'll come back to that, but remember how big this is. Your kitchen cabinetry and storage in an open range is basically unmatched, and we'll see more of that when I spin back around. But this was a big bonus storage capacity area in the kitchen here. I don't see a lot of other people match, and I love the little like appliance shelf and whatnot that they have here. Such a well planned out floor plan. Now, your whole stainless steel appliance package with like this big 23 cubic foot refrigerator freezer, that is an option that we put in there. I keep saying alright, we'll come back to that. Let me get back to the living room where I was planning on going first. First thing I love is all the windows. I mean, if you start looking over here, you are just swimming in big windows in this floor plan. You have a big, wide open, very bright, comfortable living room. I think this is called marble or something like that. I can't remember the name of the color scheme, but this is really neat. When these 2 big slides come together, they made it so that basically this cushion stores in this side of the couch, and this is actually a telescoping side of the sofa. It's very cool. But what that gives you is bigger slides while still maintaining like a residential wraparound sofa. Now this thing down here is either an ottoman or, well, it's either a dining table like I have here, or it's an ottoman. You see how it's padded on the backside with storage below. So you can do a lot of different things with it, and it's heavy. It's true hardwood. And heavy isn't necessarily convenient, but it does mean long lasting. This is a full trifold memory foam sofa right here. This is designed so that you know, you don't have to worry about airbeds going flat or taking a long time to you know, inflate or anything like that. The air conditioning system in an open range is different. First, your main living room air conditioner is a 15,000 BTU. That's not uncommon in this class, but it is not necessarily across the board. In this particular trailer, we have upgraded to add a second AC to the bedroom, but they both tie into the same centralized system. And this is another area where open ranges are different. Most AC systems, they have 1 or 2 ducts, sometimes just 1, that just go to the end of the trailer and stop. It's called H ducting. It's okay, there's nothing wrong with it. But open range wraps around and connects those ducts. It's called racetrack ducting. It means that there's less back pressure on your AC system. That means you get more airflow in the rear entertainment area and the front bedroom area. That's a big deal. If you don't get that good airflow in the bedroom, you're going to be sweating at night. I can tell I'm going to run long on this video, so hang with me here. Now, a lot of rear entertainments, you either get a big rear TV or a window. With an open range, you can get both, and here's how. There's a little switch right here on the side, 1 touch, and that's all it takes. Obviously, we've pulled the TV out for storage purposes, so don't let that confuse you, but That's just cool. I was a Transformers kid growing up. When stuff moves automatically like that, I'm sold. It just catches me. And if you listen, the wedding ring test, this is all real wood, guys. This is not, MDF, which is foam. It's none of that stuff. Now, so that we've pulled out the TV, we've also pulled out the Bluetooth soundbar. Don't let that confuse you. There's not intended to be a hole right there. We just store electronics so that, they don't go walking down the street. The fireplace down here, this is a 5100 BTU electric space heater. We call it a fireplace because it has that look, and you can use it just decorative without the heat, but the whole point is that why burn your expensive propane when you already paid for their electricity? That's the whole idea, and it will save you a lot. They put out a lot of heat. This is your entertainment center, and this is the reason you don't need to bring along extra electronics. It's Bluetooth, it's DVD, it has HDMI inputs for like a Blu-ray player. It does everything. Even your overhead cabinetry in an open range is bigger, deeper. Now, obviously, you're going to need a two-step stool to get up here, but you don't put the stuff up here you're going to use every day. You don't put your forks and knives up there. You put the stuff you're not going to use every day. Now, we have upgraded to recliners in this model, and I specifically left this one shoved all the way against the wall. You see, it is literally touching the wall to show you something very cool. When you recline, it pulls away from the wall. These are wall huggers. These aren't just RV recliners. These are nice wall huggers. Now remember how I was telling you how you have bigger, deeper slides. They've maximized every outlet. They didn't waste it. They didn't give you a big slide and then put a chair in that you had to shove closer to the living room. You can leave this chair shoved all the way back and maintain full walking space. So right now I have the sofa pulled out. I have an ottoman pulled out. I have the recliners pulled out. And you still have 3-4 feet to walk through. This is a very large, very residential, very comfortable model. Very big floor plan. Extra large windows around the dinette. And every window in here is going to open for ventilation with 0 exceptions. Every window opens for ventilation. Flipping back around here, we did add a residential ceiling fan to give you some good airflow. Now, finally, back to the kitchen. This is where I kind of started and I got sidetracked. Let's start with true Corian Countertops. And that opens up the opportunity for an undermounted sink. And you see that little American flag symbol? This is an American stone cast sink. The whole idea behind this is it can withstand some extreme temperatures. So if you're boiling water and you got to pour it out, this sink's not going to fail on you. And the name American Stone Cast isn't just the name, it is American sourced. Open Range is awesome for that. They American source as much as they can. We have nice kitchen hardware here, pull-out type sprayers. I mentioned the refrigerator and stainless steel appliance package. And just take a second to look, big storage here, all this storage here, and there's more inside the Peninsula Island here we are not even looking at right now. In terms of kitchen storage, I mean, Open Range is the best. They have the best cubic foot of storage space. They have the best functionality of their storage space. Again, every RV is good for different reasons. Open Range is the best for a lot of reasons. Nicer stuff like residential hidden hinge cabinetry. And this is all, pocket screwed cabinetry. This is not glued, stapled. That's not what's holding it together. It's not going to jar apart going down the road. Smart stuff like this. This is what I call the perfect pantry. This is normally an awkward space. This would be a hard space for you'd have to kneel down, you'd have to reach in there, up to your shoulder to get in the back. So they made the storage come to you. Also, what looks like just a door is a trash can holder. And it's smart stuff like that a lot of other brands just don't match. Let's step back here real quick. Point out carpeted steps, not hardwood. Hardwood looks awesome. Yep, looks great. I'm not gonna lie, but it's slippery. And if you're on your socks and you're tired and you stumble like me, like a zombie, you're not gonna want hardwood steps because you will fall. Notice too, the bathroom door doesn't open toward us. It opens away from us. So you don't have to take 2 steps up the hallway, then 2 steps back down. Once again, walk in, boom, light switch. Whoa, that was bright. Okay, where do we start? Everywhere. We've got porcelain stool, not plastic. Again, very common at this price point, but still worth mentioning. Now, this is uncommon. This is a one-piece seamless walk-in shower. I've seen a lot of walk-in showers, but the one-piece seamless is the difference because that means there is nowhere this can allow for water penetration. Now, if you have a seam right here, where most fifth wheels have one in their walk-in showers, and you're not aware of a seam failure, you are just going to waterlog your entire bathroom area, and you're done. That's it. There's no fixing it. It's done. You know, again, storage in the bathroom area, storage everywhere in an open range is always a key factor with them. And then the usability factors. The nice little shelf right here, you see with the power outlets for appliances. And then you just have the little prep table that you can pull out. So if you're standing here at the sink getting around, you know, for a trip you're taking, it's just easy. You know, it's very easy to go camping, and they're very livable. I don't know if that's a word, but that's what I'm going to use. As we walk into the bedroom again, boom, one light switch. That's all it takes. Now, we have upgraded this one to a king bed, so if a future camper we have in stock has a queen, don't be offended. Remember, we have added the second air conditioner here. That is an option. It may not be found on every single 347 we carry. I will say it'll be very uncommon if we don't put that in this size of an RV. First of all, I'm 6'3". I'm walking around with boots on. Lots of headroom in here. I don't have any problems moving around in here. There's plenty of headroom. The front wardrobe up here is something I want to talk about. You know, almost any fifth wheel has one nowadays, but these extra drawers below are basically your best friends. First of all, they give you that extra socks and pants and shirts room that you need, but secondly, they raise the floor of the front wardrobe up. I mean, it's still plenty tall. You can hang clothes in here. That's not an issue. But when they raise this up, they also give you a usable, functional shelf so that you don't have to, again, take a knee to get to your storage in your fifth wheel. Obviously, this side over here could be used as additional storage space. And by the way, there are LED lights on both sides of this closet, so you can see in them. But this is obviously washer-dryer prepped. Now, you see there's area here for a bedroom TV, flat screen mount designed to go up there. And I love the very residential looking dresser that we have down here. You know, I've gone almost 17 minutes now, and I've really barely scratched the surface on an open range or the 347. There's so much more to learn about these guys. They are truly top shelf and in a class of their own. There is nothing else like an open range. And you know, you'll see manufacturers that build a similar floor plan, but it won't be wide body, it won't be 0 degree tested, it won't be racetrack AC ducted. It's not going to have all of the innovative qualities that went into this RV. So give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care, stay safe, happy camping.